What is going on, guys? Joey Suggs here. Welcome to today's video, but more importantly, welcome to my garage gym. I've been building out my garage gym for a couple years now. I've over the time collected a lot of stuff on a lot of good deals, and a lot of that stuff has come from Amazon, and it's Amazon Prime Day. So I spent some time today. I collected a lot of the things that, one, I either think is a really, really good deal, two, I have in my gym, or three, I'm gonna be getting in this video to try out in a later video for my garage gym because it's on a good deal for Amazon Prime Day in 2025. So I don't wanna waste any more time. Let's get out of the gym, onto the computer, and let's go over some Amazon Prime Day deals that you can pick up right now. Okay, people, so we made it to the home office. I have all of my Amazon stuff up. And I put it all in an ideal list, though I should be able to post this entire list. I'm also gonna have everything listed with its individual links as well if you wanna go check it out. 35 products into this list, and a lot of them have some like different options and stuff to go through as well. So let's keep it relatively brief on each one. And the very first one, which I thought was like gonna be the very best deal, says currently unavailable. And I literally got this done like today, like a couple hours ago, which is crazy. And I do see what they're talking about. So there was an economy non-speckled version for these cap 2-inch Olympic bumper plates. Incredible price. You're getting a 160-pound set for $121. Anything under $1 a pound is unbelievable. I wonder if they have like a 260 set of this. No. So actually, that's not a bad price either, though. I mean, $194 for 260. I mean, these are basic plates, but they're plates. You're going to need a lot of them in a home gym, and I think Cap is a pretty reputable brand. So for me, I think that's a steal. I'm also going to come look at these trackers every so often. So it looks like these have been sitting anywhere around 150 to like, yeah, still around 150. And it's down another $30 from there to 121. So yeah, a really, really good deal for Prime Day. So those are bumper plates. My favorite type of plates are these right here, the RipFit rubber grip plates. They are definitely more expensive. You're paying way more than like $2 a pound. But if you do look at the prices of what they've kind of been, they've been at that like 150, 180 range, and now they're back down to like that 150. So I do think this is a really good option if you like that grippy rubber weight. And then to store all those weights, you're gonna need a weight rack. Yes, you can put some weights on your rack, but I have to have a separate one because I have so much weight in the gym. This is very, very similar to the one I have in my gym. This one has wheels, but the one thing I like about it is all of these are equally spaced out, and they'll fit 6 Olympic style bumper plates all the way up and down. Plus you do have the holders for bars and things like that there as well. And for $100, I feel like that's a really, really good price. There were a couple cheaper ones, but this one normally sits around 115. So you're getting some savings there. And I feel like that's a pretty good product. I think Marcy's a pretty reputable brand as well. Now, nothing in this video is sponsored, but like I said, a lot of this stuff is the stuff that I have, and this is what I use every single day. It's the M1 Pro by RipFit with the Smith machine and the weight stacks. Pricey, yeah. It has come down because it was sitting at $2,300, so it's come down quite a bit for Prime Day. But I can attest, I absolutely love this rack. It's the reason why I'm able to work out in my home gym. And for me, it's been a game changer. If you do want to save on the money, the Prime Day savings is coming all the way through. For $1,000, you have everything included with the aluminum pulleys. You're just not getting the weight stack, which is totally fine. If you have the bumper plates, you don't have to have the weight stack. The pulleys are still incredibly smooth without it. And that's how I started mine, was with the plates and then added the weight stack later on after I knew I was gonna use it a bunch. So really good option there. And yes, you've been seeing it's been hovering around like 1,100 to 1,200, so extra savings on top of that. So to go with it, you're gonna need a bench. This is my bench that I'm currently using. I love this bench. Once again, it's a RipFit bench. The unique thing about this headpiece is that it can rotate in many different ways and you can use it for so many different options. I use it a lot for bent over rows to put my chest support on. If I'm doing dips, I can get over it and that headrest is not getting in my way. $319 for this. It is one of their pricier benches, but it's still a very budget bench whenever you're looking at the competition from like the big name brands. And this was sitting up at $400, so it did drop, looks like to $350 one time, but $400 for the most part. And so still the lowest price we've seen. 15 left in stock. I'm telling you, this stuff is definitely going fast. I wish I could have made this video even quicker for you, but I'm going as fast as I can. The next bench, this is what I originally started with. No problems at all. Great starter bench. You can go decline with it. You can go incline with it. You can go flat. It holds all the weight you need to. And all around for a basic starter bench, perfect. Under $250 right now. I think that's a really good deal. Comes in different colors as well. And once again, you're getting that extra savings that we just haven't seen on this before. So that is always nice. So this is something I'm gonna pick up for my Rip Fit. And this is a little rack attachment that I feel like can be used for a lot of different things. So you can see it's kind of hold your legs in. So for if you're doing pull downs, it'll help with that. And then you can also put it all the way down, it looks like, and it can hold your legs in for either like sit-ups or hamstring curls, things like that. And it seems like it's pretty well built as well. I believe the Rip Fit holes are 5/8. So I'll have to try that out. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and add this to my cart and we're gonna pick it up and see how it is. Now, if you're someone who like wants to work out in say a office space like this, I've used the Speediance Gym Monster before and I highly still recommend it for someone who is tight on space. It offers a lot. You can do just about any main movement that you can think of with just the things you see right here. Plus, you do have to buy a bench with this, but their folding bench is pretty solid. It's not incredible, but for an all-in-one smart home gym that you can fit in just about any room or really any closet, the Speediance Gym Monster is really good at that. $22.50, once again pricey, but it's really all you need. And you can see it has been this price before back in April and it's been fluctuating a lot, I'm assuming just with tariffs and everything else. Almost up to $3,000 previously. So if you were thinking about it, this would definitely be a good time to get it. Something else I think is important and something else that I do have personally is this specific Easy Curl Bar from Rip Fit. I love their bars. The bearings on the bars are super nice. The knurling is nice and thick. And this curve has a nice like feel to it whenever you're doing curls or like overhead tricep extensions, things like that. This one is a kit that comes with, I believe, a set of 10s, 5s, and 2.5s. And then you also get the clamps as well. 160 bucks for that, not bad at all. I think the bar by itself is, yeah, it's like 80 bucks right here. That doesn't look like it's on sale, but as you can see, this set is originally $220, now down to the 160. So I feel like that is definitely worth picking up and definitely worth mentioning. As well as their 7-foot Olympic bar. Like I said, none of this stuff is sponsored in the video. I'm just going over like things that I have, and from looking at Amazon reviews and from looking at YouTube reviews, I'm on YouTube a lot looking at home gym reviews of stuff. And the Rip Fit stuff is really good. They do have a bunch of color options as well. They got like a green. I actually have this blue bar. Love it. I have the red bar in the 35 pound, also really nice. And you can see you have different pounds, different tensile strength, stuff like that, a bunch to choose from, but they're all pretty cheap, right? I don't think any of them are more than $150. And these, once again, have been fluctuating around that like $160 to $200 range. So a little bit of savings there is always nice. I also found a good deal on this open-ended hex trap bar. I love the trap bar, one for working out traps, but also for doing deadlifts in. And the fact that it's open allows you to do like RDLs on it, things like that. I haven't used this one specifically, but it seems to have really good reviews. It seems to be well built. And it also was the cheapest open-ended hex trap bar that I was able to find. So Yeah, they have a closed design for literally $88, but I feel like this is a pretty solid deal, the 170, for the added functionality that I think is worth it. You can see it was never this low before. It was up at, or it was down at 180, and then it sits around 200 most of the time. So I definitely think that's a good pickup right there. And then to store all these bars that we've been talking about, this is actually what I use in my gym along with that plate holder. I use this Yes for All vertical stand. I was a little skeptical, right? Like I was like, I'm putting a lot of weight on it. What if I put it in like one of these corners? Is it gonna fall over? It's been totally fine. I've been really, really happy with how everything's fit in there. Like I said, I've had it for quite some time now, over a year, and it's been really good. $57. I think I paid, well, I guess it fluctuates a lot. It's never been that low before, but I think I paid around like $70 for it. So if you are looking for something to store those bars, you can put them on the wall. I don't have wall space, so I went with this. Worked out really well. This is something else I'm actually gonna pick up. I've been trying a whole bunch of squat wedge blocks. Haven't found one that I really like yet. The metal ones are way too big and bulky and heavy, and you can't really do a lot of adjustment with them. And they also don't have this feature right here, which I really like. The top of these are flat, which makes it way easier to do calf raises on. I'm having to use the bench right now, and I feel like it's just not as good. $16 for these. I think that's a steal. That's getting added to my cart. And there were a bunch of options like these. I just grabbed the quickest one, and it is actually on sale, which is good as well. All right, so next I want to get into some cardio things. Now, I have a Stairmaster Stair Stepper brand. There's like something wrong with it. The guys quoted me $1,500 to fix it. I'm like, do I just get this thing instead? $1,700 right now for this Stairmaster from GMWD. I know the brand. I've watched the review videos. They seem really freaking good. It's kind of tough for me to spend $1,500 on a machine when I can just get a brand new one for $16. And now this machine typically sits at around $2,000. It got a big bump to $2,250. And now it's back down to $16.99. So a really, really good savings there in my opinion. I don't know if I'm gonna pull the trigger on it. I'm gonna do a little more research on my own, but I just wanted to point it out because I think it's a really, really good option. It's expensive, yes, but if you have the room for it and you love the Stairmaster and you wanna get ripped, it's a good way of doing it. And now let's talk about treadmills for a second. So this is the exact treadmill that I have in my gym right now. It is the Nordic Track T6.5S treadmill, $664. I don't know if I can recommend it. I bought mine on Facebook Marketplace for $300. It took a lot of finessing to try and find it. It is on sale. I don't think I've seen it this low before. Let's see. There was a period of time where no, that was when it was used. No, it sits at $800 new. Pretty much all the time until, yeah, we just dropped for this sale right now. So it can be a good pickup. I will say the treadmill works totally fine. Love it. I use it every day. The people who work out with me use it every day. Do I think it's worth $650? Actually, yes, because you can't buy anything new better than that for that price. But I would be checking Facebook Marketplace for some of this stuff too, because you can find some good deals on there. Sticking with the legs, this I have not tried, but I think it's on a sale right now that I think is definitely worth trying out. If you want a true leg developing machine, an all around leg developing machine, this has got to be it from RitFit. Their Gazelle Pro is what it's called. It's a leg press, a hack squat. You can do the hack squats where you're like facing forward because of the design on the pads up here, which I like those the best, honestly. Like I said, you have the leg press. You can do calf raises. It's an all around really solid machine. I just watched like my 10th review on it. The depth is really, really nice. The build is great. You also have a lot of spaces to add weight on the top or underneath the machine. And at under $1,100 when it normally is sitting at like $1,200-ish, sometimes up to $1,400, geez. I think this is a really good Prime Day option for you. So what I have used and what's currently at my office gym right now is their original leg press hack squat. It doesn't have as much functionality as far as the extent of the movements you can do. And the range of motion isn't quite as good. But if you're looking to find something on a budget, almost half the price. So they really did well with the pricing here to kind of make up for some of those shortcomings that it had in the first version. And I think it's really hard to beat finding something at this level for that price. And you can see it kind of sits around that like 670 range, 650 range. So there is a little bit of a deeper discount on that you can take advantage of for the next couple days. And right now, this machine is my go-to like main leg developer. It is the RipFit leg extension leg curl machine. I feel like they started a movement with this design. I'm starting to see some more companies come out with similar designs and different ways of doing it. But this was what I feel like started the wave and the trend, and it's been really awesome. I have my own dedicated video on this that you can go check out afterwards if you like. But all around, it's a really solid seated leg extension machine and then a lying leg curl machine. And I do really like how the weight curve is consistent all the way throughout the movement. So we got this at $339. I feel like that's a good price. I think it normally sits around, at that $370. It does sometimes bump up to like $400 and something, but right around $330 is a really good price for that. Quickly want to touch on just like how I use my music in the gym. So right now I'm using a Sonos Move. It's expensive. It's also not on sale for Prime Day. It's what I'm using right now. I'm a Sonos person in the house, so for me it makes sense to have it in the garage and then I can take it out patio or whatever and use it out there. Before that, I actually used this, and this is on sale. This is the Bose SoundLink Revolve Plus. This thing's a beast. The battery life on this is unbelievable. The sound quality is really good. You can set it like the center of the room. You can also like hook it to the ceiling. You can connect two of them at the same time. Really solid. And it normally sits at like $300, sometimes down to like $250, $230. But at this price, $180, I feel like that's a really good steal for a speaker that I had the Series 1 actually, and I got it easily 10 years ago, and it's still kicking strong. So really good speaker choice there from Bose. And I also just happened to notice that the lighting that I have all throughout my garage gym is on sale right now too. This brand, Barina, all of their stuff is on sale for Prime Day, and they make some really good lights. Like all the lighting I have in my gym is by them. I think it turned out really pretty. It doesn't flash with the camera if that's something you care about, but it looks really good. You can choose how warm or how bright you want the lights. They are not dimmable, so just keep that in mind. I think for this price, for a 6-pack of 4-foot tall lights is really good. Next, I have some additional equipment that you might want to add after you have all your basics covered. This right here, Leaky Fitness, it's a sissy squat machine, which I became obsessed with sissy squat machines in my old gym. Tension that it put on my quads was awesome to me. So I wanted to recreate that in my home gym. This one was not the best maybe at doing that, but it also, I thought, was going to be like a reverse hyper, or I could do some hyper extensions on it. Didn't work out that way. I'm just too big, I guess. But for just a sissy squat machine, actually pretty decent. I think I paid like $170 for it back when I bought it. 160 for it. It's come down a little bit, but right now where it's at that 119, 120, I would actually recommend it. It's not maybe my favorite leg builder right now. Haven't used it quite as much, but I do think it is worth it when you get that much of a savings on it. Now, speaking of hypers, I needed something to do that. And this looks like it does it. The Lion's Cool version. I actually browsed Amazon a lot before picking up this one. I'm gonna add this one to the cart as well in just a second. But $127. What I like about this one is it has the plate here, so it stops your feet like a normal commercial one would. The other ones had like a bunch of rollers in the middle that I didn't really like. You can adjust the angle of it here and then how high it is here, so you get some extra adjustability. And I feel like this one, from the reviews and everything, is gonna work out pretty well for me. Somewhat of a savings, right? It's like $25 saving, but that is better than nothing, so I'm gonna add this as well. Now we're getting into some fun stuff. The GMWD chest press machine. This is like their top of the line version at $389. And I thought this one said that it was on sale when I looked at it earlier. Let's see if it actually is. No, it's not on sale. Like I said, this is their top of the line version. This one does all the different movements. It has the movement path that converges in and the built-in bench and everything else that you can go like pretty much vertical with. It's got the nice handles on there as well. This one is the one that's on sale for Prime Day. This is their version 1. And I do believe, yeah, the handles still converge in, so you get a nice squeeze on the chest. Looks like you can do some other exercises on there as well. And it does fold up to be super space savings. And yes, this one is on sale for Prime Day, $179. That I feel like is a pretty freaking solid deal. Yeah, it's normally $300, sometimes down to $200. But for that price, oof, I don't know. I kind of want to pick this up too. I'm going to put it in the cart and we'll see. I just don't have that much room in my garage gym now. It's starting to get kind of filled up. Now this one I saw and I'm intrigued by. I don't really know too much about it, but as I was looking at lever gyms and like unique items and I was looking at actually lat pull downs and things, this came up and I feel like for the price of $319, that's a really good deal for how much this thing can do. So you have your lat pull downs. You have, it looks like independent chest press machines, or really in any machines that you can then connect a bar to, so then it makes it barbell, as well as that low row machine there. It seems like there's a lot you can do. Yeah, squats, the adjustable lever arms, I guess you can really do anything with. Standing shoulder press, that's a good movement too. Maybe I get this instead of the GMWD machine. I feel like this could be interesting. So yeah, normally right at $400 and down to $319 right now. So I'm gonna add this to the cart too, and maybe I get this instead of the chest press machine. This was another nice machine that I feel like was on a nice discount as well. You get a multi-grip seated row, which I do miss doing seated rows in the gym. That was something I always look forward to. The 360-degree rotating handles I think is a really nice touch. Plus you get the fixed handles on the side. Now it does have the adjustability in both the chest pad and the seat pad. Hopefully that would be enough for me. I'm not totally sure. This one's by Mikolo, which I have heard that name before. It says it's a 15% savings, $254. So it looks like it normally sits around $300, so it's a $50 savings, but then they bumped the price up. By the way, let me just mention what this is. This is called, what is it called? Keepy or something. Honestly, a solid little tool to see if things are actually discounted, because Amazon can get a little sketchy with that. But yeah, this is definitely at a discount and another solid piece. As much as I want it, I don't think I need this one though. Another option, if you don't want to go full lever gym, and you can also save some money, you can go with just a standard lat pull down and low row. This one also by Mikolo, and this one was the best priced one, as well as I feel like has really good build quality for what it is. Not super crazy, not anything crazy special, but you're able to do quite a bit of stuff on it. And all in all, something like the M1 Pro can be difficult to get a full range of motion on your lat pull downs. So it could be an option to look at if you are wanting to get that extra bit of motion there. About $50 or so. Nothing crazy, but if you're looking for one, today's the day to pick it up. Oh, I did want to touch on this. AirPods are at like the lowest they've ever been. I bought these back in 2024, I think for $200. Let's see how low they are. Oh wow, they fluctuate a lot. Well, 169. I think I bought mine at 200. Yeah, somewhere over there. But yeah, these are definitely the lowest they've ever been, at 150 for AirPods 2. I think it's the newest version of AirPods Pro. So if you are looking for AirPods, this would be the time to get it. Oh, and then while I'm here, I forgot to put this in earlier, but I want to look at Apple Watches. I think I'm going to wait until the Apple Watch Ultra 3 comes out and just get that. But I wanted to see for the Series 10 how much discounted they were. Yeah, so this is like the newest version, $309. I feel like that's definitely down from, yeah, so they normally sit at like $330, $360. So this is also a good deal if you're looking for an Apple Watch. Probably the best time to pick it up will be right now, until maybe Black Friday or something else like that. The next one actually is not on this list at all, and that's because it's not from Amazon, but it is from channel sponsor Prozis, where I get literally all my supplements and tasty, healthy food. So people, just a quick reminder that not everything does have to come from Amazon. Something like this protein muesli that I've been having quite a bit for breakfast for the past couple months from Prozis, incredible macros, 160 calories, 13 grams of protein in this. Almost as good as their protein granola, chocolate hazelnut flavored as well. 100 calories, 9 grams of protein in 1/3 cup. This over yogurt on top of a rice cake with, say, some chocolate peanut butter from Prozis as well. An incredible, incredible snack. Not to mention, absolutely stacked pre-workout. Look at the high stem, all the ingredients in just one serving. And then after workout, you get to wash it down with extremely clean, high protein and low fat protein powder from Prozis as well. Whey protein isolate, which is my favorite, with added digestive enzymes in there, which really helps the protein get the maximum absorption, which I think is really special. So all of these reasons is why you should be using code SUGGS10 at the link down below for all the Prozis subs. Amazon's great, but some things you just can't get there. All the stuff from Prozis. So check it out in the link down below. Let's finish up on our Amazon haul. Now, something I picked up last Prime Day that I absolutely loved was my e-bike, and I found this, what looks like an incredible deal. This isn't the same brand that I have, but the reviews look really good. I looked a little bit into the brand Jason as well, and the bike looks like it's a really solid, well-made bike with solid power. You get a good gear system, up to 28 miles an hour, 1200 peak watt. Also, really nice display on there that shows everything. I've loved my e-bike. Like, having an e-bike is living relatively close to the beach, but just being able to go places on it has been incredible. And this thing normally sits anywhere from $700 to $600. So you're saving quite a bit on today at getting at $500. So if you are looking for an e-bike, this could be a really solid option for you. This has been an absolute game changer for me. The way, I didn't think this was gonna work, but I've used this for, like I said, well, you can see over a year now, and it's been great. I think I got the fat tire one for mine because mine do have fat tires. And then I got a classic one for my other bike that has just normal street tires on it. But it vertically holds your bike up, no issues. The feet are nice and stable, and it is a huge space saver if you're gonna keep your bikes in a garage gym like I do. Space is everything. So having this has been huge for me. All right, let's talk about some attachments. So I got one attachment from these people, and then I went back and bought more. They have a bunch of like unique style grips on here. These ones, most of them are like molded into like your hand shape, which I think is pretty unique. That's an insane picture of that guy, but I do like that grip style. I think I went with this one, the longest one, for like a really nice molded grip tricep push down or overhead push down. It could even be longer though. I might even get a longer one. I really like their grips. These look sick too. And they are on sale as well right now. This I did want to pick up though. I like the idea of this. Is it gonna replace all of my other ones? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I like it. I like the idea of having all of those grips just built into one bar so you don't have to like worry about anything. And the price of that, I mean, the normal set is like, I think like 160 bucks or something. It is on sale by a little bit. It's normally $69 and now it's $65. Once again, not a lot of this stuff is like crazy good savings, but every little bit helps, I guess. Also, every home gym has to have an ab roller. This is actually the exact ab roller I have at the office gym, and I use it pretty frequently, and it does work, and I have been developing my abs by using it. They're normally, I think, like 25 bucks. Yeah, they're normally 25 bucks. This one's down at 18. You definitely got to have an ab roller if you have a home gym, so might as well pick it up on Prime Day. This one I found, and I like the idea of it. I don't know if it would work perfect, and I don't know if it's really necessary, but having like a standalone for Bulgarian split squats, which is definitely one of the most terrible, hard, annoying, independent leg builders, I think could be really, really solid. But I like the idea. I really like the price. $67 for that is not bad at all. It's normally like $85 to $75. So that is a pretty good savings on that too. If it's something you're looking for, today's the day. I order these like pretty frequently because I break them sometimes from pressing against them. But Amazon Basics high density foam roller. I love the different size options. I like the blue speckle. I do like how dense the foam is. If they're too soft, they just don't get the right like roll on my back, which is super annoying. These are great. 18 bucks. I don't know if it's on sale, but I will say a lot of the Amazon stuff and even some like electronics, actually a lot of electronics, you get 10% back when you use your Amazon Visa. I have one. I don't know if you do, but it does make a difference. Yeah, it's not really on sale by any means, but is also a really good option. So people, that is my Prime Day haul. I'm sure I left out some really awesome deals as well. Let me know anything that you guys find that I can add to my ideal list. I'm gonna have the ideal list and everything I talked about posted in the links down below. I will get a small commission from Amazon. I think it's literally, I'll tell you, it's 3%. So use it if you want. I'm just here to share some fun information on some things that I'm looking at picking up on Prime Day this year. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, thumbs up is always appreciated. But I'll be seeing you very shortly in the next one. Peace. This the anthem. If you rockin' with it, put your hands up.